job working for the Democratic Party over the summer. It's not because I'm like invested in the future of this country or anything. I just like wanted something cool to put in my Tinder bio. And like maybe it's like a bad thing to like get involved in the world of politics and all that shit because people care about it. But like I just want to fuck some like liberal cuties, you know? And I know it's an asshole thing to do, but it's okay. This world is full of assholes. It is. Look at the people who run this school. Instead of mental health this year, we got food robots. Like, people think the food robots are cool until they run over your toe. Well, okay. That was like a joke. I didn't think anyone was like actually stupid enough to have that happen.
No, I've had it happen too.
Really? 2 people?
Yeah.
I only accepted smart people.
Oh my god!
Wait, are you in liberal arts?
What?
Are you in liberal arts?
No.
Okay.
Engineer.
Oh, that's why. But yeah, you know, Mitch Daniels, everyone calls him like, oh, Daddy Daniels, we love Daddy Daniels. No. He's a terrible fucking university president. Think about it. Think about it. We got a new biology lab being constructed behind Elliott. Who the fuck takes bio? I've never met a bio major. I've only met people who are in biochemical engineering. What the fuck is that? I thought Mother Nature did all the engineering shit in the body. Full of assholes, man. Full of assholes. God, he's an asshole. See, that's a dangerous joke to tell in Indiana. You know, everyone says, oh, every animal on this earth, it's got a purpose. No, some animals are just here to fuck with us. Like, you know, the lion is the apex predator. He devours the prey. Okay, I get that. But, like, what about the crow? The crows are assholes. Like, you know, birds normally they go like, something nice, something pretty. You walk by a crow. Excuse you, asshole. It always bothered me when like things have loud sounds for no reason. Here's the reason I'm an asshole. So it's a thing that keeps happening in my life where like I pretend to be disabled accidentally. It sounds horrible. It is horrible. But like, there's like multiple incidences in my life where I've like been responsible for transporting a wheelchair. And when you transport a wheelchair, like some of y'all are dumb, but some of you are smart. What's the best way to transport a wheelchair on foot?
By foot.
Yeah, you sit your ass down and you wheel yourself. Well, doesn't work all the time. First wheelchair story. I was entrusted with bringing a wheelchair home that we used for a theater production in high school. Seemed simple enough, except I had to take the subway. So I rode that wheelchair through the city. I took the elevator down into the subway station, and I realized, wow, people are treating me pretty nicely. I had the door held open for me. Is this what it's like to be a hot chick? So I get on the subway. You know, we have in San Francisco, like the subways are awful. They scream at you just like crows. It's fucking terrible. And like, they're violent too. So like, I get in, I roll myself on the bus. I don't set the brakes properly. The train starts, and I fall out of the wheelchair. So I have 2 options at this point. Some of you are ahead of me. I can stand up, look at all of my fellow passengers and say, no, my spine does work. I was lying. Or I can continue to lie. So I said, can somebody please help me? Second wheelchair story. This happened last week. It was another theater production. Terrible. I had to transport a bunch of heavy-ass boxes full of props. I'm like, I wasn't doing this because I was involved with them. I was doing it as a favor. And so like, I have to roll this thing all the way from PNU to Walk. And like, I'm taking the tunnels, you know. I go up, and in the classroom, there's a flight of stairs to go down into the classroom. And there's a wheelchair lift. So I think, okay, I've got these heavy boxes, I've got a wheelchair, I'll open the door, I'll go into the wheelchair lift, and it says, no key required, push button to go. I push the button, you know what it does? Doesn't stop. It's like a fucking, like who designed this? Like, why can't I say, pardon us, sir, the wheelchair lift is not active, please see the building manager. Instead it's, ah! people are studying. This is like Rawls, right? There's tables, and like people are looking at me, and the alarm's going off. I'm like, you can't see the chair, so let's just look. I'm standing in it, and then an actual guy in a wheelchair comes, and he's like, "Is everyone okay? Did someone get hurt?" He was a good person, and so I say, "I'm having a heart attack. I have to go." And I like walked into the classroom, and then like the director of this theater production comes in, and he's like, "What happened? Was that one of the..." And every fucking person in that room just pointed at me. Like, I'm the one doing you guys a favor, and you're selling me out. I wish I had a third wheelchair story, but I don't. Moving on. Working for the Democratic Party, it's pretty cool. They had me do like research and shit on some weird topics too, you know? It's like, you need to research into gender roles and the pink tax. Do any of you know what the pink tax is? Cool, one guy, love you, Grant. But it's this theory that like products marketed towards women are more expensive. And like people think like, oh, and there's always like that one fucking guy who's like, "Huh, feminism, who needs it?" And like whenever he hears about the pink tax, he's like, "Well, why don't you buy men's products?" That is not the right option, because I went to the fucking grocery store and I was like looking at these for work. They sent me to CVS and I looked at the men's shampoo. We have Aqua Reef. What the fuck does an Aqua Reef smell like? Dead fish? Pollution? Climate change? I look at the women's aisles. They have fucking cucumber raspberry fusion. That sounds awesome. And then I look at the price. It costs $5 million. Pink tax is fucking real. The next thing I had to look into was toxic masculinity. The idea that, you know, men have this construct of what it's like to relate to other men and have to prove yourself. I'm like, okay, so like the bro code, and I was like talking to men about it, and like, what is the one thing you would never say to another guy? Weirdest answer I got is, "My thighs are sore." I thought about that. Like, what is the context? You ever tell someone your thighs are sore? You'd think like it'd be the thing you could brag about. Like, I was exercising. It's like, no, we never talk about our thighs. Why is that? Don't you think your thighs get lonely? That was a dumb joke. I'm so sorry. All right. Let's see. Went to the gym the other day. I know I don't look like the kind of guy who goes to the gym. I look like your dad. But there was this guy who was like, he was like a personal trainer, and you could like sign up for sessions with him. I fucking hated this guy. You know why? He had like a good life, and like he made sure, you know, it's like, all right, we're gonna do some jumping jacks. I love my wife and kids. My student debts are paid, and I'm sitting here like sweating like, fuck you, dude. And like he had you run, and like he said, okay, I'm gonna need you to run every night. So I start running, and I start going out for it. Thing I didn't realize is, when you're a guy like me who's big and tall at night, you're kind of scary. And so there's a young lady jogging, and she like kept looking over her shoulders nervously. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna creep her out. So I crossed the street, and there was a car coming, and he hit the brakes and he honked, and the poor girl got so startled she tripped. So like, did I do the right thing? Did I hurt her? Did I run away? Did I cause that? I don't know, I thought it was pretty fucking funny though. I've got a wheelchair acupuncture. That's pretty cool. Alright, one last joke for you guys. I went to a P-Sub open mic the other day. They have a really weird rule. When you sign the contract, they say, you're allowed a maximum of 10 swear words. Who the fuck is keeping track of that? Is there like a guy with a clipboard? Like you say, fuck. And then he like marks it down. It's like, I feel sorry for that guy, because like you gotta fill out a form, you gotta audition to get on a P-Sub. It sucks, man. So like I tried it and I said 11 swear words, and I shit you not, they turned off the mic and they said, get off the stage. Like, okay, buddy. Power trip. Alright, fuck, that's 11, I gotta go. Thank you.